Alright, it's September 15th, and I'm going to give an update on my Amorphophallus titanum and other alloids. And as you see, some of these guys are pretty massive. Just to start out, might as well show my biggest one right here. And this guy looks like it's well over 2 feet in height. As you can see, my hand is actually 8 inches long. This leaflet is already longer than my hand, so let's see, it's got to be more than a foot long. It's pretty impressive. And as far as the base of it is actually already over an inch, probably. I'll show it right now with my ruler. Yep, it's definitely over an inch already. Probably 1.1, 1.2. Yeah, it's about 1.2 inches. It's starting to rain now, but that's fine. And also got many other ones that are also making multiple petioles. Like this one. This is probably its 5th petiole or so, but it looks like for the most part they're gradually getting bigger and bigger and bigger. Like this guy right here, it's still maybe about an inch, but as they get bigger, they're actually going to lose the sheath and get even fatter. And right now I have many that have up to 7, even 8 leaflets. Like this one right here is a 7 leaflet guy. And this guy is also about an inch in diameter, which is pretty impressive. These guys are 7 months from seed, and I'm getting them to get up to an inch, but not all of them. Sometimes you still have like this brown sheath on them, which sometimes they just don't fall off, so whenever you get a chance, it's good to rub it off a little bit so it gets more photosynthesis. Sometimes it's hard to get off, but yeah, it's better and it looks prettier because you don't want to have like a brown stem on these guys. Yeah, sometimes it's difficult, but yeah, I think it's more about aesthetics. But yeah, if you take it off, it's nice and smooth. Just gotta make sure it's wet a little bit and you can rub this stuff off. And there you go. And here's another one that's right around an inch in diameter. And as you see, it's 7 leaflets. And it's definitely going to tower over its 2 predecessors. Pretty cool, eh? Here's another one that's coming up. And it's still not at full size yet, but as you can see, it looks like it's gonna get way bigger than its predecessors. Yeah, I'm getting a lot of big ones lately. This plant is definitely cool. One of my favorites. Getting a little bit of weeds in here, but it's not a big deal. I'll just pull them out later. Some of these guys only have 1 petiole, like this guy right here. But I'm gonna say it's either gonna go dormant, but I really doubt it. It looks like right at the base it's making a little bump, which means it's probably gonna make another petiole, which at this side it's probably gonna be about 1.5 inches next time I mix a petiole. And at this rate, these 2-gallon pots are not gonna hold these plants. So probably by about springtime I'm gonna have to bump some of these guys up into 5-gallon pots, which is not bad. I have many of these pots. Some of them actually are pretty weak, like this guy. Yeah, it just doesn't look like it's growing that well, and it's a lot of times due to its own genetics, or it could also just because it doesn't have a really good root system. But yeah, some plants I just tend to excel and some don't. Give them all the same conditions, but yeah, these all have different genetics. But sometimes they recover, like this guy right here. It wasn't doing so well at the beginning, but right now it's starting to recover and starting to make bigger and bigger petioles, so you definitely need to get stabilized. And some of these guys appear to be making offsets too, like this one. You can see that it's making this little plant right here, which is probably like a little tiny bulb on the side. Well, you can kind of clearly see, like on the other side, it actually has its full bigger petiole that's going to form. So when they're young, they actually tend to split pretty often, especially if they lose their apical dominance. This guy right here, it was the size as all the other ones at one point, but somehow it kind of got weakened, and right now it seems to be recovering, so probably gonna give it more light and put it on the edge and see what it does. If you're in a tropical climate or you have a greenhouse, I definitely suggest growing some of these guys. Now some of these guys actually had some issues, like this one. It might still come up, but yeah, it's like this. Sometimes they struggle, but these are actually in the process of recovering. It's already getting into fall, so it should be a little bit easier on these plants. Here's one of my bigger pots. Here are some of my other Amorphophallus plants. This is my Desta Silvia. Yeah, it seems to be just hanging in there. Yeah, I'm hoping it stabilizes. And then I have my gigas, Amorphophallus gigas. And these tend to make a lot more leaflets even when they're really tiny. And this is my Amorphophallus bornensis. And this is actually doing pretty well. It's actually on its second petiole. So I just hope it keeps on getting bigger and bigger, but it's probably going to take at least a year to catch up to some of these giant titans.